I was very exciting when started the English Café, and this is only a place where I can meet people, and when I exercise my English, because at home I speak just my language. In Romania, I am teacher for more years, 16 years, primary teacher, and I come in England with a big dream to make a PhD in education. Meet Shirley and to tell me to enroll to English Cafe for improve my English, and was a good idea.
I started working at University Centre Telford as an intern, a graduate intern from University of Wolverhampton, and then as well as I started working there, I noticed that there are so many international people come to our centre, ask about university, and a lot of them got let down because they didn't know the English requirement to get into the university, and so I thought it might be a good idea to start something that we could support the people, international people who lives in Telford, and then give them more knowledge about improving English and how to get into higher education. They're doing really, really well, and I know that where they come from, because when they started they were really, really nervous at the English Cafe, and now to see them to speak English confidently, I feel so proud of them, and they are doing so well, and a lot of them has met each other at English Cafe and become friends, so to come here together has given them that opportunity to speak to each other in English, and also speak to other people who work in the museum as well.
Wrought iron, the word wrought is an Old English word which means worked upon, so it's iron that's been worked upon. And this is the big difference between wrought iron and cast iron. Wrought iron has been worked upon by heat and by pressure. Cast iron has just been set into a mould. With wrought iron, if you are fortunate enough to be able to find a piece of wrought iron from the Victorian days, you can work upon that using heat and pressure and change it into something else. And that's quite important. So if you know a local blacksmith, for example, he might be able to make something out of wrought iron for you using wrought iron, which was originally manufactured back in the Victorian age. We've got a pile of scrap iron up there in the corner. That's our equivalent of a garden shed at home. It's full of stuff that you're never going to use, but you don't want to throw away just in case. And most of that, not all, but most of that is wrought iron that we've accumulated over the years. We don't want to dispose of it because basically, if we do dispose of it, we'll never get any more back again.
Stay here we visited This the place were in the Victorian time with our English class. This is very interesting for us because we're learning some about history, English, particularly in the Victorian time, where the England was in the power, and we really enjoyed it because this is a living museum. We really enjoy the time. Everybody from our English Café. I would like improve English. That is the reason what I still going to meet together with people in the English Café. We are people for different countries, in Europe and Asian. We're really exciting. We can enjoy the other culture and help each other also. That is a fantastic experience because it's problem for us as a foreigner break for the English language, but we can speak each other, no pressure. That is very good for the develop the speaking skills. Because, for example, I can read an English story, English novel, but conversation is for me very difficult. But in English language, we break the barrier of language.
No, I already got your part once. I don't want second time.
So, good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon.
Perfect. There is no car, there is no bus, you have no cart, so you have to walk to school and home and back in the afternoon and home again at the end of the day. So you could be walking up to 4 kilometres a day to and from school. So you'll be very fit as a Victorian. Yes, very fit, good. So before we do any more, I'd like you to have a go at writing on a slate. Now, this is your slate. I tell small children this is like an iPad, but there's no wires. There is no electricity, so please don't expect to swipe the slate, it won't work. This is your slate pencil. This is a piece of graphite. A lot of people think they would use chalk, but this is what they would use, and it's quite scratchy. But it shows up very well. You then have a cloth, or if you were a grubby child, you might spit and use your sleeve. But we're going to use cloths, please, no spitting. So you wipe, and I would like you to have a go at writing your name on your slate. Lots of concentration, this is very good. It's harder than it looks, isn't it? Excellent. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful flourish. That's very nice. It's very good. Very good. These are very good. Excellent. That's fine. You don't have to show it at all. Excellent. It's much harder than it looks. It takes a lot of practice. You would stay at home and you would be called a spinster. So a spinster is an unmarried young woman. And you would be viewed by your family, if you don't get married often, with pity, because society expected you to get married and leave home and have children.
And if it's not, it's very embarrassing?
Yes, very embarrassing for your family. Yes.
Proud.
Yes.
Even if their husband allow them to keep their job?
No. Society, you would bring shame on your family if you were working, particularly if you were middle class and working or no.
questions of the teacher just now, and that was really, really good. And it's been wonderful to watch people's blossom as they've come to English. I think because it's so informal, that people are more relaxed about making mistakes. So there's no exam, it's not a massive fee, they can just come and meet other people, some from their own country maybe, often not, and it's just a chance to have a bit of space. Some of the learners, I'm sure, don't have much time to themselves at all, then it's a really good chance just to express themselves a bit.
Then we can practice our language, our English, and we can improve and meet with others and have a friend.
Yes, we met in English Café, yes, and after that we start to
Learn together.
Learn together, yes.
In ESOL class.
Yes, and also I would like to say that English Café is teaching and supporting us, and also help to improve our speaking skills, yes, because it's very important, and also
Confidence.
and confidence, yeah. I started to volunteer, yes, and I start to speak with another people and communicate. It's very important for me. I don't know.
Yes, and for daily life. I have 2 children, and this was so important. I can understand teachers and letters, messages, and when I had a issue or some problem with my daughters, I can. But first, I can't use phone for something because I was so worried from phone calling, because I can prepare myself what I would like to say, but for understanding is so difficult.
Going into the tunnels and having a nice cool down. It's nice and cool and refreshing in there. Okay, so what the Earl essentially did is he started constructing a tunnel in 1775 to access his limestone mines.
Limestone was quarried here on Dudley Castle Hill for hundreds of years, but the arrival of the canal prompted a rapid increase in mining activity, and at its peak, the Dudley mines produced over 100,000 tons of limestone a year.
So what we can see here is what it would have been like to work in an operational mine at that time. As you can see, no PPE, no goggles, no masks, of course no power tools. It was really difficult. If these guys dropped one of their tools in the canal, they couldn't just go to B&Q or somewhere like that where we would today to replace it. A lot of their tools were handmade at home, so it really wasn't that simple.
So everyone is going to leave but the child, who is of course lighting the fuse today. So here's our child figure. He will use a candlelight to send the fuse off on its way. Off it goes. They would use a very long line fuse because when you lit it, you would want to be as far away from the blast zone as you possibly could be to be as safe as possible. So the only person left in here now is the child, because often the fuses were damp and they were damaged. Sometimes they would go out halfway, in which case the child is then going to have to go and relight it again, and fingers crossed, you know, he's going to get out in time. So the fuse will move up towards the back, into the blast hole, triggering the gunpowder that's at the very bottom and detonating the blast. We've got, at the very, very least, 9.5 million handmade bricks in the Dudley tunnels.
Okay, that's your crew.
I'll introduce you in a second. I just want to say it's been an absolute honour to be able to meet you all and find out about the confidence that you've gained through the English Café. So thank you so much for letting us come along and learn all about you.
Here's the same.
Let me introduce you to the crew. So, this one over here hiding away is Owen, and he's our sound man. He makes sure everything sounds okay.
Okay.
Next to him we've got Ben, and he's been looking after the camera and making sure that everything's lit well and that sort of thing. Next to Ben we've got Anna, and she's helping out on the camera as well.
Hey Anna.
And then right on the end there we've got Katie, and she's taking B-roll and doing secondary shots and things like that. And that's the crew, and they're a good little crew and they work really hard.
Thank you for your interview. Do you want to say something else?
Is there anything else I want to say?
Yeah.
Martin joined in with the...
You want me? Here we go. This is the crew.
Yeah, improve my English. Yeah, because my English is not good already, but now it's better.
Sounds like you're quite confident.
Yeah.
I think you're doing really well.
Yeah, I'm very confident. Yeah. Charlie is a good teacher is for me. Yeah. And Derek helped me. Yeah. Yeah, it's improved my life. Yeah, because before I didn't go to the people, maybe the gathering, I'm not talking to Ingrid, but now I'm talking, I go to anywhere, yeah.
Can anyone think of some of the dangers of working in a coal mine? Okay, so around this area there's lots of minerals, okay, but one of the main ones was coal, okay. Coal, everything depended on coal, all the factories, all the houses, everything. It was a very, very important thing, okay? I'm going to mix up a little bit of gas that is a lot like methane, okay? Reacts the same as methane. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. Might make you jump back a little bit, okay, here we go. Right, we're going to mix that up in there. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're actually going to shake the bottle up so as we can produce some of this gas, okay? You can feel the pressure building up on my hand. Okay, I'm going to let some of that out. And we're going to pour the remnant into this bottle. Okay, now what we're going to do very quickly is just temporarily stop the gas from escaping. Okay, just an old-fashioned tin cup. Okay, and now miners used to work 12 hours a day, and on a night time they used to drink quite a lot of beer. Okay, so it's probably a miner comes to work the next morning, he's probably feeling a bit groggy. He's going to feel a lot worse in a moment because he walks into a pocket of this gas that hasn't been detected properly. Here we go.
English Café, very helpful. My helpful me. Class every Friday is online class, and 3-4 months regularly class. Yeah, England very nice place and nice climate. It's evergreen. I'm really I enjoy this.
Bit of water. Does anybody know what that is? That's dragon's blood in there. Okay. Now, oh no, sorry, it's washing up liquid, that's what it is. And what we're going to do, because I need to make a few bubbles for this one, okay, so we're going to put a little bit of washing up liquid into that water, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually inject this and make some volatile bubbles. Okay, we're going to make some volatile bubbles now. We're injecting gas into the water. Now, here we go. As I say, Mad Mick, right, he was protected by the water on the wet sacks, okay, be covered all over. My hand is now, I come here at great peril to myself, okay. I'm going to immerse my hand into the water here, okay, and I'm going to scoop up some of these bubbles, okay. Mad Mick's protected by the water, so I'm trusting my hand to be actually, okay, there you go. You want to see it again? Yeah. You don't care about me, do you? Okay. Here we go. We do a bit. It's only a little bit this time because the bubbles have run out. Okay. Okay.
I thought I speak English, I understand English before I start to go that and to visit the English cafe, but obviously not. It was very awkward because I was so scared to meet a new people. It was really, really, and I just entered there and I said, it's here somewhere. It's here for international English lesson, something in coffee. I can't pronounce. Even I can pronounce now, but there used to be, it was really awful. And Shirley said, yes, of course, welcome. Here you go, that students, they're not students that people waiting for, and another one, don't worry, everything gonna be okay. And that day was more difficult one. Now it's really changed my life, it's really. When you learn every day, and when you're going to English coffee obviously, you learn a lot of new words. And when you put that words in the correct way, a line, and you know what are you saying, and that confidence come from. But before you go there, you can do nothing, you don't know nothing. You think that you know something, but no, nothing. I feel very happy. Used to be I was happy, but now I'm more happier. Because really I know what I'm saying to people, and I'm not hesitate to ask, especially Shirley. When I don't know something, I'm going and asking.
This one, can you see the flame, everyone? Yeah. Right, this one doesn't burn methane gas, but the heat will, if I spin this round, the heat will attract the air into there and it'll burn the oxygen. And we should be able to make a fire tornado. Okay, alright. And I'm going to take that off now. And what we're going to do, that is a piece of mesh. Now this would not work on a safety lamp, it's not fine enough. But in an open flame, that should suppress the flame. And there you go. Okay, this is flame in this. Okay. All right then? Is that okay for you? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
My name is Han. I study ESO called in should be college.
How long have you been part of English Café?
I think 6 months in English Café.
Has it helped you improve your English?
Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome to St James's School. My name is Mr Griffiths and I will be your teacher this afternoon. But before we start any lessons, I would like to ask you to join me in saying the following words, rules for being good. So repeat after me. I will do all the good I can. By all the means I can. In all the places I can. At all the times I can. We also thank the Earl of Dudley. The Earl of Dudley for his generous gift of coal today. His generous gift of coal today.
I am the first person to join English Café. I love English Café. English Café lets me know to speak with other people and lets me know to have confidence and can communicate with people. I am very happy and I think it's the best way the people has second language to learn English. I love English Café. Thank you for everybody to establish this English Café and I'm happy about this. I have a lot of friends. I met them in the English Café. It is very good for me. I have a lot of friends in the English Café and I spoke with them every week, every month, yes.
Put your hands on the table. That's correct. Well, I am pleased to announce that all of you have clean faces, most of you have clean shoes, and most of you have clean hands. But unfortunately, there are few ladies who have come to a Victorian school with hand luminous nails. So could you, madam, and you, madam, and you, madam, and who's the other one? You, madam? Yeah, could you please come out front? You stand over there, please. You ladies have come to a Victorian school with luminous painted nails. Show the class your nails. All together, shame on them all. Shame. Shame on them all. Shame. And shame on them all. Shame. Now you ladies are going to be punished. And your punishment will be decided by the class. Do you think these ladies deserve 6 lashes a day? Yes? 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 I think that's a bit cruel. I think that's a bit cruel. So you ladies, pardon? All right, okay. All right, okay. So, by staying behind later after this classroom and writing 100 lines saying, "I will not come to school with luminous nails." Do you understand? Yes, yes. Do you know how to spell? Do you know how to spell luminous? Luminous. You ladies will be here all afternoon. Go and sit down in disgrace.
English language is such a large part of communication, and you see it in all of our students. They are all very capable, and a lot of them have very strong professional backgrounds as well. But because of their main barrier is the language, because of the English, it holds them back from achieving what they want to do in life. For example, one of the students, he wants to do a PhD here, and until she gets her qualification, she can't actually do it, but she has the actual background and to back it up. Yeah, so today's trip is important for, I think, the understanding of the culture, because that is a large part of learning language as well. To fully immerse in the language, you need to understand the culture and hopefully enjoy the culture as well. It's been very rewarding to see how much they've improved over the past years or so, and we can see that in the lessons today as well. They were fully engaged, and I can see that a lot of them actually did understand what was going on, and they was absorbing all the information, learning about Black country, history, going through the tunnels, the coals, etc. And it's been a brilliant day so far.
So we shall start with our 12 times table. I will start, you will carry on. 1 times 12 is 12. Carry on.
1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 1 is 24. 3 times 1 is 76. 4 times 1 is 48. 5 times 1 is 60. 6 times 1 is 72. 7 times 1 is 44. 8 times 1 is 96. 9 times 1 is 148. 10 times 1 is 120. 11 times 1 is 102. And 12 times 1 is 144.
I will ask the question. If you know the answer, put up your hand. Do not shout out the answer. Do you understand? Yes, Mr. Griffith, sir!
Yes, Mr. Griffith, sir!
Sit up straight! The first question is 10 multiplied by 12.
100.
Has anyone ever seen a teacher give a child 6 lashes of the cane for being naughty in the classroom? You have? You have, sir. Put your hand up. Put up your hand. Put up. You just volunteered to come out the front and show everyone how a child would receive 6 lashes of the cane. Come out and stand here, sir. Okay, if you could stand there, sir. So, sir, you have the opportunity of 2 things. You can either face the class so they can see the tears that are about to stream down your face, or you can face the wall, which I strongly recommend, and take your punishment that way. You'll face the wall, sir? Yes, come on then, put out your hand. One hand like that. Very good. So now I shall use my self-distancing extra cane. So, sir, I shall expect you to scream like a baby and give me an Oscar-winning performance. Are we ready then, sir? 6 lashes of the cat. Are we ready? 1! Scream.